Hi, I'm Tony Fleming, and this is Fleming's Ultimate Garage. Hey everybody, thanks for joining us on today's video. Awesome, awesome, awesome 71 Nova Pro Street. I mean, this thing is beautiful. Arthur Thomas brought us this cream puff, and I gotta tell you, he brought us a nice one. Paint alone, $17,000. I don't know what it takes to get to $17,000 in paint, but I walk around and it is some sort of spectacular sunset orange pearl with a pearl white paint below. It's got two tones of stripes in between those, and you can't feel them. This is not tape, this is painted on, okay? And just beautifully massaged. And the one thing I wanted to share with you, even before we look at the quality of the paint, is how straight this car is. Somebody spent an enormous amount of time trying to line up a unibody car like the Nova is and make sure that it is, looks great. So if you get a chance, let's check this part out too. Look down the side of this car, man. It is just the fit and finish. You'll notice the handles have been removed of the car. It's got door poppers on it. It's got a great stance. It's been lowered properly. It's got polished weld wheels all around. I mean, it is really, really nice. Underneath the car, just as beautiful as the top. All right, let's check the quality of the paint, because we talk about the video. When you're buying a car of this level, you're gonna go to a show with fellow enthusiasts. They're gonna be a little hard on you. You stroll up in a beater, and it's not supposed to be a beater, okay? Then you're gonna get some grief. This case here, like, check this out, man. This is what we call mirror finish paint. You can see every letter in there, every word. You can see what time it is, okay? Okay? And it is just, I mean, beautiful, beautiful paint. Polished stainless without dings. Tastefully done. Chrome wipers here. Polished wipers here. It's a little detail stuff. You know what you say? Well, oh wow, I didn't even notice that. Well, you're right. I wouldn't have noticed it either, but the more I walk around the car, and each and every time I walk around the car, I can see how someone can spend $80,000 building a car of this caliber. So as it goes on, let's keep looking, okay? Let's check out if you guys, maybe no one noticed, but this right here is sticking out of the hood. Maybe you didn't see it. I like to bring it to your attention. Sometimes you can miss those things with great looking paint. It's like seeing, you know, a fabulous looking person going down the road. Maybe you didn't notice they had a head. All right, let's check it out. Check this out. This is more important than anything. Well, not anything, but check this out. Look how beautifully this is cut out, okay? Everything's rolled, painted and things, and when I lift it up, I don't have to worry about it hitting anything. It's cut beautifully. All right, now check this out. It's painted this color outside, same color is painted inside in here. Pearl white engine compartment, okay? Everything is polished or plated, heavy duty, big giant aluminum radiator, okay? Transmission cooler right here, electric fan the size of a windmill, chrome power steering pump, chrome alternator, chrome dress up. Engine is dynoed by the customer. The engine came at 991 horsepower. To me, that's a lot of freaking power. But I will say this to you. The one thing that this car does better than most any other Pro Street car I've driven is it goes down the road super, super easy. They put together the powertrain so that it's drivable on the street. It's not stressed out. It makes great power. I mean, it's, you know, it's 579 cubic inches. So it's got plenty of cubic inches, and it was built as a blower motor. This wasn't added on thinking about it later. Come and check some more details out if you could, please. Chrome brake and booster here. All the lines are braided steel. Somebody's just put a lot of time and effort into this car. And for what you have to pay for this car, it is a spectacular, spectacular piece. Some of these cars can easily go over $100,000 to build when you do this. And we haven't even got to the trunk or the interior or the underneath of the car. We're still here, and you got about $20,000 just tied up just right in here, okay? More importantly, the one big question that everybody's gonna ask is, and yes, it is street legal. All right, let's check this out here. So this is kind of cool. So we have wheelie bars. They are removable, okay? And they also, everything is polished under here too. It's got a narrowed Ford 9-inch rear, coilover suspension, all the goody parts to get this car down the track if you wanted to. Great looking fuel cell, sealed battery box. Trunk is all detailed and new, of course. All the sheet metal is welded properly. Nice new gaskets. Rhino coated inside here, which is really nice. All painted and polished pieces inside. wet sanded and buffed. I mean, who wet sands and buffs the channel? All right, let's take a peek under here. Check out this ceramic coated exhaust. We talked about the braided lines, polished MagnaFlow mufflers back there, and just so nicely detailed. Look at all that. All the wiring is tucked up nicely. Somebody spent an enormous amount of time getting a car that's supposed to be, you know, a ridiculously fast car to just go fast. I mean, that's what it's built for, to just go fast. And the effort that's put into it to make it look good and do the right things, you could never duplicate anywhere close to what the asking price is. All right, let's move inside this. It's got door poppers. Obviously, there's no door handles outside. There's emergency release underneath. But check out this interior, man. It is beautiful. I love the color of this cognac leather. I mean, even little stuff like the boot is covered for the shifter. Look at the pedals, the covers on the pedals. The dash is painted color to match the exterior of the car. And then this right here matches the custom door panels, headliner, and seats. All right, let's look at the detail back here. I wanted you to see this because it is really a nice job. The roll bar obviously has done a great job in here, but look at this, like when they carpeted, they put in the welting to match the door panels in the seat. I mean, it takes a lot of work to get this stuff all put together. Custom door panels here, custom rear quarter panels back here, filler panels. Somebody's just done a really, really nice job. The nice thing too is you don't have to wear a full seat belt if you don't want to. You can just do the lap belt, which it comes with right here. Boom. Fire extinguisher right here is polished and handy. And the only thing I would say to you, and that's up to you guys, is we have a couple different steering wheels. If you like the Flames, great. If not, then we can change that too. Check out the gauge setup here. You got this tachometer here, bright shift light right here, which is really nice. You just set this for whatever you want to. You don't even have to look at the tach. You're just driving down the road. When it does its light in your face, boom, hit the shifter forward once, and off you go. All right. Got gas gauge. Even though we have a safety fuel cell back there, a lot of cars with fuel cells don't typically have gas gauges in it because it's a little bit of a pain to wire all that up. This car has that. Oil pressure gauge, obviously important. Water temperature, volts, and boost for the blower. Okay. 160 mile an hour speedometer. I have no idea how fast this car is, but it is fast. Check out the billet handles inside. Anyway, the reason I'm spending a lot of time in here is because it's a streetable car. I'm able to see everything really easily. None of my view is obstructed, other than a little bit of the blower scoop there. And it's just an easy car to drive. I don't know how to explain it to you. Somebody has put so much time and effort into, first off, making a beautiful car. We clearly all agree that the car is really a great looking car. But secondly, it's drivable. Like, you can idle in traffic all day long in this thing. You can drive to the beach in this car. I mean, it just rides nice, it runs well, and I'm not sure if the wheelie bars are needed or not. They may be, but the nice thing about it is they come right off, or they look really, really cool when you're driving this car down the road with wheelie bars hanging off the back. And then if you want to, excuse me, I'm going to get out of the car, the door poppers, even though it has door handles inside. I like to show off some, clearly. All right, we're closing up the video on this car here. You know, we didn't talk about the four-wheel disc brakes. That's mandatory. The narrowed Ford 9-inch rear end, super important. Almost 1,000 horsepower out of the front end here. We talked about drivability a lot. The interior, I think, is equally as beautiful as the exterior of this car. And quite honestly, I've never seen one looks anything like this. And going to a show or going to the quarter-mile drag strip, this is a great entertainment, fun vehicle that you can drive to the strip, run a little bit, and drive it back home. Awesome, awesome piece. Anyway, call us, 301-816-1000. We'll tell you all about this 71 Pro Street Nova.